This is the other thing you can't do off a down screen. You've got to chase, right? Stay on his hip this way. When you go up the gut like this, bad things happen. Look how he goes up the gut. So now you're giving up a wide open catch and shoot three. So again, it's just the big has to show, right? You've got to show, but you also you have to chase. You got to stay on his hip chasing this way. If you go up the gut of a down screen, you're either going to give up wide open threes or easy rip and go drives. And here it's just a wide open catch and shoot three. All right, again, flare screen again. You got to call it out right now. Look, there's clearly a flare screen's coming right here. So this player should be yelling out flare, flare, flare. So now this player is easily able to step up and over the top. And you can just remain one-on-one. This player can stay here, and everything's fine. But look at how this player is going to get screened because there's no communication. This player is going to get screened by this flare as opposed to right now calling out flare, flare, flare so I can get up and over the top, okay, and I'm not screened at all. But look, no communication. You get hit with this flare screen right here. So now look. Now it's just there's no one to guard right there, and it's just going to lead to a wide open, easy jumper. So right here we got a cross screen coming. Look at this cross screen right here. You've got to jam this player coming through this cross screen. Right here, this is the man whose man is setting this cross screen. You've got to get up and jam this player coming through this cross screen to bump him off his spot so that this player has time to get on the other side. But when you don't jam the player coming through the cross screen, this happens. Now there's no time for that player to get on the other side, and you give up a wide open layup that they miss, but you get lucky. All right, this is not good hedging right here. All right, empty side ball screen right now. Okay, look at this. Big does a good job being out, but where's the backside help? You cannot allow this pass to get made. 2 passes away does not matter, okay? Because this player here can kind of slide down and occupy both of these players 2 passes away. But when you have no backside help coming right here, you're going to let him catch, and it's just going to be an easy, that ends up being a foul and 2 shots. So again, let's back it up, all right? When should the backside help start coming? You can see an empty side ball screen's coming now. This player can't be standing right now, okay? Like this, right now you see a ball screen getting set. This player should already be cheating over. And then as soon as the ball screen actually gets set, boom, he's gone and in backside help. This player can kind of sink down and guard the players 2 passes away. But when you have absolutely no backside help, when you hedge, terrible things happen. And right here, it's a 2-shot foul. Again, down screen, you can't let him curl. Look, here comes the down screen right here. This big cannot sag. What is this big doing? You've got to get up, attach to the screener, and show. Because this player cannot be able to curl off this down screen. You got to push him out more this way so that this player chasing has time to get on the other side. But look at what this big's doing. He's sagging. He's not showing at all. He's not attached to the screener and showing at all. And now you're able to curl coming off this screen. So the man chasing has no time to get on the other side. And it just leads to an easy floater in the lane. Again, same thing off this hedge. So you set a ball screen here. The big does a good job getting out. But why is no one's moved in this backside help area? Okay? Like again, you clearly see a ball screen getting set and you're hedging. So this player right now should already be creeping up, right? Okay? He should be creeping up and ready to take out this roll because we don't care about 2 passes away. This skip pass is going to be very hard to make, and if it does get made, this player can just sink down a little bit and guard the 2 players who are 2 passes away. Okay, and if a skip pass tries to get made here or here, it should just be an easy intercept. But again, there's no backside help. Right now, ball screen getting set right here. This player should already be creeping up, okay, and then ready to take out this roll on this backside help. But again, when you have 0 backside help when you hedge, look at how nobody guards the roll, okay, and it just leads to a wide open layup. Again, same thing, perfect hedge. Look at this big. Look how he's attached and pushing this guard out, okay? So he pushes this guard out. Now look, this is just a simply tag and recover. And this pass is difficult to make when you have 4 arms in your face. And look, as soon as he picks up his dribble, this player can recover back out, and this player doesn't have to be in backside help anymore, and he's easily able to recover back out. But the key is, 1, the big pushing the guard out. See how the big pushes the guard out? Okay, picks up his dribble, so now he can recover back out. And now this player can just simply have a quick tag and backside help. and recover. And you can see what happens. Tag, recover, and you end up giving up nothing off the ball screen. So this is how you hedge. Look at this big right here. He's up, he's attached to the screener, and look how far he's pushing this guard out. Look at how far he's pushing his guard out. By the way, as soon as this guard hesitates, picks up his dribble or reverses course the other way, now this player can come back. But again, look at what happens. Now my backside help can look at the backside help's aggressive right here. Okay, we got a backside defender here, backside defender there. Okay, because this skip pass is not going to get made. And if it does, it should be an easy intercept right here. Okay, 2 passes away. We're not worried about 2 passes away. We're worried about 1 pass away. So the backside help gets there. Okay, this pass does not get made, right? Because we have aggressive backside help. We've done a great job pushing this guard out, meaning that this skip pass can't get made, or it's going to be an intercept. Okay, and look at that. Now you hedge properly. They get nothing out of the ball screen, and you don't give up anything. Now here we go again. Empty side ball screen. The guard does a good job dragging this big over, opening up this roll. Okay, and look what happens here. So now look. So now the backside help gets forced right here. The man whose man is in backside help is trying to cut, right? But his cut occupies this defender who's guarding this player here. So the read is that this cut occupies this defender, and now the three-point line is just wide open. You can see it's exactly what happens. Leads to a wide open catch and... Okay, so on this first ball screen, it's easy. Empty side. Okay, see, empty side ball screen. All right, this guard does a nice job just stepping up to make sure this defender has to step up. They're in a drop coverage here. Okay, and look what happens. See, he steps up. So now look, now that forces backside help. What happens when backside help comes? That means this dunker spot is wide open, and it leads to an easy 2. All right, so we got another empty side ball screen. Now, first of all, this guard's got to attack downhill right here. You've got to get downhill to engage this big. So now Hunter Dickinson's roll's open, and it's either pass right to Hunter Dickinson for 2, or again, you occupy this backside defender on Hunter Dickinson's roll, and now this dunker spot is wide open. Okay, or if the dunker spot gets occupied by this defender, okay, now this player's wide open here in the corner for a catch and shoot 3. But first of all, look at this. The guard hesitates. You can't hesitate. Look at this guard. See that little hesitation? And he picks up his dribble early. Now you don't engage this big to have to step up on you. You allow him to just recover back to Hunter Dickinson, and you lose all those opportunities. So what should happen here? Empty side ball screen gets set. This guard is attacking downhill to get this big to commit towards the ball, and now Hunter Dickinson's roll's wide open, and it's either Hunter Dickinson for a dunk or Hunter Dickinson occupies a backside defender opening up this dunker spot, or this dunker spot gets occupied here. You have a numbers advantage, and then this player here is wide open for a catch and shoot 3. But the guard picks up his dribble too early without forcing this big to have to step up, opening Hunter Dickinson's roll, okay, and now I lose all my advantages. Okay, so here comes an empty side ball screen that Michigan runs, okay? See, they empty the strong side of the floor right here, okay? Now look, this guard first of all, this guard does a great job attacking. As long as this guard is attacking this way, it forces this big to have to stay towards the ball, and it opens this big's roll. And he actually is able to turn the corner here. Look at this right here. This pass has to get made, right? Because now this forces this backside defender to step up, okay? And now this cut is wide open. It should just be right here to a cut right here for a dunk. And if this defender slides down to take out this cut, well, now the three-point line right here is wide open, and it's a wide open catch and shoot 3. But you can see Michigan does not take advantage of that. Now, the other thing they don't take advantage of is that on the recovery, so this big has to go out for Iowa, has to go out and hedge. He's going to then have to recover back onto Hunter Dickinson. Look at this right here. So they swing it right there. Like right now, if you're Hunter Dickinson, just get into his jersey, right? Seal him off into his jersey, okay? Because once the ball gets kicked over here, this backside defender is going to have to retreat because he's one pass away. His man is one pass away now. But this should just be right into a post seal right here. Hunter Dickinson gets into this Iowa's player's jersey, and it's just catch right here on a seal, and it should be an easy 2. But look how Hunter Dickinson doesn't seal there. Now you let your man back into the play, and so now that entire empty side ball screen, which we should have easily gotten 2 points out of multiple different ways, you get nothing. Okay, so here comes an empty side ball screen, but it's totally pointless and worthless. Look at this right here, okay? Look at the 2 defenders for Iowa. It's big to big. So when Michigan runs this ball screen, Iowa's just going to be able to switch it, and I haven't created a mismatch. If you run a ball screen and the other team is able to switch it and no mismatch is created from that switch, then it's a pointless ball screen and a waste of time. You can see what happens. Iowa's easily able to switch it, and you get nothing out of it. So where should this ball screen be run? You got to swing the ball over here. Why? Because now this guard's involved in this ball screen, okay? And now you run this ball screen with this big right here. And what happens off of that? Now if Iowa switches that, now I have a big guard mismatch down low. Or if Iowa hedges it, then we can get the short roll opportunity and create all the numbers advantages that we get on the weak side, and we should get something wide open there. But you cannot allow it, you cannot run a ball screen where a team switches, where a team has big to big and they're able to switch and you don't create a mismatch out of it. Okay, you either got to force the team to hedge or switch it with a guard so it's a guard big mismatch down low. But here Iowa just switches it, no mismatch created, and you get nothing. All right, so this is zone offense against a 2-3 zone. So right here they're going to get the ball to the middle of the zone right there. Look at stop. Why is this player so far out? This player here just needs to be roaming the dunker spots, right? You just roam the dunker spots. You should be there, just roaming back and forth. Okay? Look at how he's stepping out. Watch this player right here. See how he's stepping out from the dunker spot? Look at that. He's stepping out from the dunker spot. That's a huge difference. He should be already standing right here in this dunker spot once the ball gets caught to the middle. Because you know when the ball gets thrown to the middle, this paint big here is going to have to step up. So this dunker spot is going to then be wide open, but you got to be there. He should be standing let's back it up a second. As soon as this ball gets caught, he should be standing right here, ready to go. And then you just dive right here, and it's an easy 2. But look what happens. Because he's stepping away from the dunker spot for reasons that I don't know, now you give this defender's time to sink down, okay? And look what happens. Now you're not able to get anything out of it, and you got to reset. But now Michigan's got a second opportunity. So the ball gets thrown to the middle again. Hunter Dickinson right now has got to put the ball on the floor once. You got to engage this defender. Force him to have to guard you. Because then again, this dunker spot is wide open. But look at this. When you don't make this player here commit, this player hasn't committed to the ball or the man in the dunker spot. He can guard both of you. And you can see now you end up with just a regular post-up and nothing. So let's look at that again, that second opportunity that they missed. Hunter Dickinson right here has got to catch, put the ball on the floor once, just to engage this defender, to have to step up and guard the ball. And now this is wide open, or again, if this player then takes out that man when this player steps up, then this is wide open for a catch-and-shoot 3. But Hunter Dickinson does not make this big commit anywhere, so none of that is available, and you just end up with a regular post-up, and you get nothing. All right, so we got another empty side ball screen. Now, Iowa's going to switch, but look how they're going to switch. They're going to switch poorly. They switch over the top. Whenever you want, on defense here, if you're switching, you got to get underneath the screener because this can happen, which Michigan doesn't take advantage of, but it could have happened. Like right now, again, this should be a post seal, right? You just get right into his jersey, wide base, seal him off, and the ball gets swung here. When the ball gets swung here, now this backside defender has to retreat to the corner. And this should just be from there right into a post seal down here. You're catching the ball right here on a seal, and it should be an easy 2. But instead, look what happens. Watch this, what happens right here. You let this player back into the play, and now look where you're catching the ball. You're catching the ball all the way out here with a regular post-up when you should have caught it right here on a post seal. And you can see now it's just a regular post-up, and it's just one-on-one, and it leads to nothing. Okay, this is just a horrendous switch. Like if you're switching this ball screen right here, if that's what you want to do, this player's got to be level to the screener. I mean, he cannot be sagging like this. Like your man is now this player right here. So you've got to get level to the screener, so when this player comes off this ball screen, you're ready to defend one-on-one. But you sag, you're not level to the screener, ready to switch, and it just walks right into an open three. Okay, so this is a dribble handoff that gets totally botched. Look at right here. I mean, this player right here is doing a great job of taking a step back so that this player can just simply come right through and meet the player coming off the handoff on the other side. Okay? I don't know why you're trying to switch this. That's very basic and won't be a problem. But they end up trying to switch this. So we have a miscommunication. We have two guys going to one, and no one takes this man right here. Okay, so obviously this needs to get communicated. Like, this player needs to communicate that I'm taking this and I'm taking this, or this player needs to communicate, switch, I got yours, and boom. Okay, but you can see they have a miscommunication on the switch, and it's going to lead to a wide open catch and shoot three. But again, you don't even need to switch this. Why? Look at this. Again, dribble handoff. This player's done a nice job giving a little gap through, and this player should just be easily able to come on the other side, and you're fine. But you end up switching this. It's a horrible switch, and it leads to a wide open catch and shoot three. All right, so if you're icing this ball screen, you've got to have some backside help. See, the Clippers are icing this ball screen right here. Okay, this backside defender's got to slide over a little bit and just kind of dig at this. Like right now, look at this. Where's this player going? You should be cheating up a little bit just so that you can dig, give this player full time to recover back on to his man right here, okay? It's just jab, recover back out. But when you have no backside help whatsoever, you're not stunting to give this big time to come back, to recover back onto his man. It's just way too easy. It's just pocket pass right to an open little floater. All right, so we got a flare screen coming right here. Look, here comes the flare screen right here. Why is this player here, whose man is setting this flare screen, not calling out flare, flare, flare? Okay, clearly this flare screen's about to get set. So Reggie Jackson can just get up and over the top easily, early, and he doesn't get screened. Okay, now he's up and over the top of that flare screen, and nothing happens. But you can see what happens. Look at it. He gets screened. So now the Clippers are scrambling because they're trying to switch. Like you got Reggie Jackson now trying to switch here, but there's no communication because this player is still guarding here. He's not going out, okay? And it just leads to a wide open little floater in the lane. But again, it really comes down to just not having to switch this if you are defending the flare screen properly. Again, the flare screen's getting set. Call this out. This player here's got to call this out. Flare, flare, flare. So Reggie Jackson can get up and over the top early, and then nothing happens. And then you can stay on your man right here, and we're not having two people guard one. But again, they don't defend this flare screen because Reggie Jackson's going to get hit with the flare, which should never happen if there's communication from right here that his man is setting a flare screen, okay? And you end up with a botched switch and an easy little floater in the lane for two. Very basic here, down screen coming. You've got to show. Here comes this down screen right here. Reggie Jackson, whose man is setting the screen, has got to stay attached to his man right here, okay, and show so that this player has time to chase and get on the other side. When you don't show, you allow this player to curl like this. See how he doesn't show? So now he's able to curl. That forces help right here, okay, because it doesn't give the player to get on the other side, and it's going to lead to a wide open catch and shoot three. So again, this is just basic down screen defense. Here comes a down screen right here. Boom. Reggie Jackson's got to be showing. Stay attached so this player can't slip it, but you got to show to force this player out more so that this player has time to get on the other side. But when you don't show, this player's allowed to curl like that. Now he draws help, and it's a wide open catch and shoot three.